Hello everyone, it's Yogi here. I hope you're well. Happy Monday, indeed. And I hope you're ready for a spot of stitching because I am. So today, you know by now, every Monday is Ciro Marchetti Day. And yes, come along and stitch with me. And today, project of my choice, whip of my choice is the Olde Kitchen. And it's absolutely beautiful. If you haven't seen this piece, let me show you the mock-up here. Look at that. It's a dream kitchen cupboard. And probably in some sort of stately house or something like that. It looks grand, and the colors are so rich and it looks so abundant. So I've been stitching, working on this piece probably since February sometime, when I started experimenting with 10 stitches, and I'm really enjoying it. I just can't wait to stitch all those beautiful plates and delicious food on the cupboard. And let me just quickly show you my app right here, okay? This app view, just to give you some idea of where I am. So this is a mini, so I'm not doing too bad so far, to be honest, considering I've got God knows how many whips ongoing at the same time. But I've made decent progress here. So I started from upper left there and gradually moving toward the right. You can tell that I am kind of, not really stitching in order. And I'll explain a little bit how we got here. And let me show you the numbers here, okay? So in terms of percentage, I'm just over 7%. So hopefully I'll be able to cross about 7.5. How's that? I don't want to get too ambitious, okay? And the sprint from last session is still there, so I'm going to delete it very mindfully and create a new one. All right, and this is going to capture every single stitch I'm going to make in this session. And at the end of the stream, and regulars know, we play a game called Guess My Stitches. Okay, so come play with me, stay with me till the end. And in terms of numbers, the number of colors for this piece is just under 90 colors, so quite typical for a regular piece from Heaven and Earth, or a mini. So let me just come back to this view here, and I want to say hello to you. Thank you for joining me on this beautiful Monday. Mondays, we start slightly later, but this will be kind of regular time for Mondays and Fridays, because I teach classes on Monday and Friday evenings. So we're starting a little bit late, but I'm always ready for a spot of stitching when I come home. It's just my way of relaxation and to chat with you and stitch with you as well. So let's have a look. Who have I got with me in the chat today? Let's have a look. The first to report to the chat is, my goodness, Patty B. And Patty B has just joined the channel membership as well. Yes, it just started a couple of days ago. Now we have channel membership, and I've got some plans for the members only content, but the channel, the content will just move forward as usual. So please don't feel obligated to join, but if you'd like to support me on this daily streaming journey, okay, this crazy journey, then you're welcome to join. So Patty B, thank you so much, she has joined the Yogi Squad. And Sophia as well. Sophia's the second one in the chat. Hello, everyone. Good night. Is it good night or good evening? I hope you're still in the chat. Welcome. And Alandria as well, the third one to report to the chat. We highlight the first three, okay? It's a race. And Alandria, hello, hello. And let's have a look. And River is also here as well. Hello. And Heather House, she says, hello, everyone. Happy Thanksgiving, fellow Canadians. Oh, yes, that's correct. It's Thanksgiving in Canada. Does that mean it's a day off? I hope it is, and you're nice and relaxed and ready for a spot of stitching with me. And we also have Sarah, hello Sarah, and Everyday Creator, welcome, and Grace Houston as well, hello, hello. Wendy is also here in the chat, and our gentleman stitcher Steve is also here, hello, and Kimberly as well. She says, hi Yogi and everyone, and Kelly's quotes plus as well, and Jamie Womack, welcome to the chat, and Susan, my love, is also here in the UK, and Brian, is Brian K, sorry, I'm warming up here, so butchering names is just part of, it goes with the territory, and Kristen as well, she says, hi Yogi. Yogi said late, but I didn't imagine this late. I actually get to join. Well done, Kristen. So on Mondays and Fridays, this is the regular time, okay, around 11 p.m. in the UK, and that's where we get together on Mondays and Fridays. So, you know, put it on your calendar so you don't forget. And Jacqueline as well, hello, hello, and Betty Lou Taylor, welcome. Coming Stitch Pattern says, hi everyone. And Cassie Hepler as well in the chat, welcome back. And Sarah VM as well, hello. She says, I can only stay a little bit, welcome, well done. Being here in the chat, amazing, good. So guys, let me know, what are you working on with me today? As I'm going to explain to you my plan today with this piece, okay? So this is from Ciro Marchetti, of course. This is Monday is Ciro Marchetti Day. And he's got about 3 pieces that starts with, kind of in the same series, that starts with the old, the old kitchen, the old quilt room, I think, which I've got as well. And another one is the old toy shop, if I remember correctly. That one I haven't got because it's beautiful, but it's got a lot of like puppets and masks and all that. So I decided to leave that one out. But this one's absolutely gorgeous. The color scheme is so rich, and these items are just so delicious and so heartwarming as well. It's a fantastic piece in the winter, I think. At this season, it feels, you know, it goes very well with the kind of festive seasons. So this piece, let me show you my app here, okay, just to explain to you what's happening, this strange formation of stitches. So when I started this piece, I started to experiment with 10 stitches, and I started from the upper left there. And I think initially I was stitching block by block, maybe even row by row and block by block, because I was trying out sort of 2 strands using CXC. So this piece I'm using CXC, which provides very good coverage, and but at the same time I was slightly worried that the stitches are going to be too jammed together. So I started very cautiously and stitching block by block and row by row as well. And as I move forward, I realized it's actually not too bad. I can do color completion and still block by block and parking. And then I realized that I can, you know, I decided to go rogue a little bit, maybe cross country as well. And it took me a while to get used to cross country, you know, just let me show you here. Cross country with 10 stitches. So with 10 stitches, the shape of the stitches looks slightly differently comparing to a cross. A cross, you firmly know where they are because it looks like a square, you know, and it fills up the fabric quite well. But 10 stitches takes a little bit more work visually for me anyway, because it looks like a slash. And all the stitches that's floating outside of this, you know, completed area, they all look like slashes. So it's a learning curve. I think I'm getting better. And so the last few sessions, I decided to work within a block, kind of a box using Saga. And this box has gone pretty well. As you can see that, you know, it's coming along really well. In order to do this, I had to kind of bypass just the area on the left, which is still in the diagonal shape. And also on the left here, this area, actually, I'm still full of par threads. Okay, from the previous method, I was parking a side stitch. So this is kind of a clean slate for me, starting from this area. And today, instead of coming back to this box and complete all the remaining stitches, I decided, okay, executive decision here, I am going to move to the right and start a new area here, but it's extending from this area, so I'm not jumping around. Okay, I'm just extending this area a little bit and start another box, and I'll come back definitely from time to time to fill in these stitches, because some days I'm in the mood of doing sort of, you know, finding ninja stitches and etc. But some days I just want to go and start stitching, you know, starting a sort of a clean area. So this is my plan. Okay, hopefully it's not gonna have any problems. No frogging today. Okay, yesterday I had to frog a little bit of my alien kitty, but today is a new day. So what I'm going to do, as you can see, this fabric, oh yes, of course, this is 25 count DMC fabric. Maybe not DMC, but even weave and pre-gridded. Okay, and so no gridding that I have to do for this session, and 25 count 2/1 with CXC, and the coverage is brilliant. If you just look at this area, you wouldn't know this is 10 stitches. The coverage is excellent. So today I am going to create a new box. Okay, let me just show, come back to this view here. So with Saga, if you ever use Saga, this is probably one of the first features that you use, is that user-defined box. So this has been the area I've been working on. So today, I think I'm going to be a little bit more conservative. I'm going to reduce the size a little bit, maybe about this much. So it's 4 by 4, still quite large. And then I'm going to move it over here and create a new area, because the previous area were okay, but it felt slightly large. And also on the previous area here, let me just show you here. So this area, once you define the box, you can decide what, you know, whether you're going to allow the app to sort oh, I've got a piece of fluff here. Let me just remove it. It's a bit of an eyesore. Yes, I don't know. Maybe it's Dolly's white hair. Dolly's black and white, so sometimes I get black hair, sometimes I get white hair. So Dolly's my cat, by the way, if you don't know. Just blame Dolly, okay? Just blame Dolly. She can't. You know, she's not listening. I don't know where she is. So so in this box, I've been stitching in an order of DMC numbers. So Saga, basically I relied on Saga to determine which number I did first, and I did color completion based on DMC numbers, so from smallest numbers to the largest numbers. But today I'm gonna do something a little bit different, because I kind of, trying to find a kind of a balance there, because if you work within a box, right, you have a couple of choices. You can do what we call min to max, minimum number of stitches, whatever color that is. You do a color completion, you start from one stitch per color or something like that and goes up. So at the end, you're flying, you're stitching everywhere, just filling in the final color, which is quite fun. But because this one is a slightly, in a way, slightly random, I just allow the DMC number to decide where I stitch, what order I stitch. So you can see I'm left with quite a lot of these loose stitches everywhere. It can be a pain if you're not in the mood for this, and that's why I'm starting a new box, because I'm just not in the mood to do this right now. So in the new box, I think I am going to let me just mark the area. I know this is gridded, but knowing me, if I don't kind of mark the area a little bit, I'm gonna just stitch everywhere that I shouldn't be stitching. I'm looking for my blue pen here, so I'm gonna just quickly so let me show you my app view here. So I'm gonna do 4 by 4, okay, 1 2 3 4. I'm gonna just quickly just mark it over here, just so I know, just give me a better reference of where I'm working from. And don't worry, this blue pen will disappear, the color will disappear very quickly if I apply liquid, okay, so it's not gonna leave anything behind. So this will be the area I'm going to be working today. And in terms of the order of the colors, I'm probably not going to do color completion. In my head, I'm trying to work out. I am actually going to start with typewriter method. I'm going to follow the symbols here and do it following the order, allow the symbols to decide where I should stitch next. So it's not going to be color completion. I'm going to just stitch until the thread runs out, or I'm trying to think, the stitches are too far away. But then this is not a large area, so in some way I'll just stitch until the thread runs out, all the stitches run out within this area. So that's my plan. That's my plan. I think it should work fine, right? Typewriter, it doesn't mean you have to do like a whole page or anything. You can do within the block if you want to, right? So all I'm going to do is just follow the symbols and see where it takes me. Okay, so at least there is some sort of, I'm not totally stitching order, but at least I'm not going to end up with something like this, the top row is still not totally stitched and stuff like that. So fingers crossed, guys. And yes, guys, let me know what you're stitching and also what you're drinking. Okay, power drinks for power stitching. Okay, and so this box, I am going to lock it. Okay, just so it doesn't go anywhere here. All right, I don't want to mess up. And let's have a look here. Let me get my first color. So now I can relax because I don't want to need to worry about which color I'm going to go first. I'm going to just start in order from the first symbol on the upper left there. So nice and easy. This is the beauty of typewriter, because if you dread, decision making, some days I am, some days I just want to pick whatever I want to stitch. But today I kind of want the app to take over for me, or the method to take over for me in terms of color selection. So this is what I'm going to do. The first color is, so I just dropped something, 327. 327. So I am going to my organizer here, and I'll pick my color and come back to chat to look at what everybody's working on today with me. 327. Here we go. So my CXC floss threads are cut quite short, quite long, double the length of my DMC, because I'm doing 2 strands. So I'm going to just fold it in half. I'm kind of in my mind, just look at the formation of the stitches here. I could potentially do a color completion based on the typewriter order. Can I not? Because normally if you do a typewriter method in a larger area, you just stitch until the thread runs out. But I could kind of modify that and just use the symbol to decide on the color completion. I don't know. I'll see how it goes. But I'm going to start with this, the first symbol. Okay. See if it makes sense to do color completion, because I'm kind of trying to avoid this situation, the stitches everywhere. It was great fun doing it, okay, following DMC number, because it's random. But at the same time, consequences. So never happy, never happy. Let's have a look. Right. Oh, Kelly. Kelly's in Canada as well. Happy Thanksgiving to other Canadian besides me. We have our family turkey feast yesterday. And let's have a look. I want to see what everybody's working on. And it's Kelly. I was putting stitches into spooky season earlier this afternoon. It is 3 p.m. here. Oh, 9%. Spooky season was the piece I was working on yesterday. And let's have a look. Yes, River. It's a beautiful color, isn't it? The colors are so rich. Frida, hello Frida, welcome to join us. And Sarah VM is also here. I think I said hello to Sarah VM, I can't remember. And let's have a look. Ren says my focus piece this year is ancient Egypt. Oh, my Marchetti currently 25%. Is that the one you posted on the Facebook on our group? I saw one. I can't remember the title of the piece, but I saw one that's so colorful and looking very exotic. Maybe it's this piece by Ren. Oh, I need to remember I'm doing 10 stitches. I was about to do the second leg. Oh my goodness. Let's have a look. Okay. So I think, I'm liking it already, It feels really free but structured at the same time. So even though I'm cross-country, I'm not just cross-countrying everywhere. I am doing it within this area here. I'm already liking it. Vadui says, hello everyone, welcome. River is working on Gnome Tinker again today, moving over to Fingers of God tomorrow. And Susan is working on Long Dog, House of Fun, drinking hot chocolate. Susan, you need to remind me to get cacao powder, because every time you talk about hot chocolate, I remember that I can't make hot chocolate. I suppose I can just use my chocolate, block chocolate, but I think I prefer cacao powder. And also I need to get some almond milk as well. I think I'm running out. Oh, Susan, enjoy your hot chocolate. And Kimberly is working on Ciro Marchetti flowers, fur and feathers. Good girl. At least some people are working on Ciro Marchetti peas, you know, on a sour day with me. Oh, sometimes I feel like, am I the only person doing the sour? It wouldn't be a sour if it's just me, right? Very nice, Kimberly. And Kristen S says Oracle of Visions party currently at 8. Oh, maybe that was you, Kristen. That piece I was talking about on our Facebook group. Maybe it was you. I vaguely remember the title there. Hey, Travis. Hello, Travis. Hello. We were talking about you the other day, wondering where you were. Travis is here. He says, everyone, I posted an update. I decided to try parking at the top. So Travis is a dad of a new baby very recently. And yes, and Travis is working on Pokemon. But is it the Pokemon piece you're working on still? Oh, so good to see you. And wonderful. And Kathy Hapler says, I'm working on Once Upon a Fairy Tale by Amy Stewart. Fair enough. Every day is Amy Stewart Day. It's allowed. And Silver Stitches is also here. Hello, hello, Lizzie. Hey, I remember. And Kelly says, let me have a look. Let me find the same location here. I'm juggling 2 panels here. So bear with me. Or and stitching at the same time, multitasking. Clearly, I'm not very good at, even though I always try to do multiple things at a time. Right, let me just do a few stitches here and warm up as we chat, right? So here we go. Oh, I hadn't done 10 stitches for a little while recently. It feels really fresh, really nice. Been doing a lot of full cross. I do enjoy 10 stitches. It feels so fast in comparison. Not cheating, of course. Yes, exactly. Lizzie says, oh, poor Dolly, she can't defend herself. Exactly, just blame Dolly, you know? She's not listening. She's somewhere else. She just had a nice supper. Maybe sleeping right now. Who knows? And Kathy says, I agree, the piece you're working on is gorgeous. I have the pattern, but have not started yet. The pattern has not spoken yet. Fair enough. But you have the pattern safely in your folder. And whenever you're ready, you will know, you know, because it will start talking to you and go, stitch me, stitch me. That's how it works for me. So I've got patterns, you know, in my folder that probably I've got over a year or so. They're pieces that I haven't, you know, I'm just not ready to stitch just yet. It's just not the time yet. And when it's time, you will know about it. Hey, Six. 6 says, "Hi Yogi, you can move your box over to the first plate. It will connect diagonally to your previous box." To the first plate diagonally. Oh, you mean moving down here? Like here? Whoa, like checker box. Yeah, because with Saga, this way of working, you can literally go anywhere really, as long as you know you're in the correct location. I've seen some Japanese floss tubers. They've been doing checkerboard. You know, literally just 10 by 10 blocks. It's quite interesting. I think people just, after stitching for a while, you're just looking for different ways of stitching, really. And it probably doesn't matter how you do it, as long as you stitch. It's quite okay. It's good fun. Oh, and also members. They're new. I've made a few new emojis for you because the system, YouTube, only allows you to add more when you have more members. So I'm adding more as we grow. So now you have a few, okay? You can use them, and I'll be adding a few more going forward. So we've got boomerang, we've got icons for frogging. Why would I make those? I don't know. I don't want frog. And we've got, what else have we got? Oh yeah, Alien Club. We have official alien emoji for the channel. So it'll be good fun. This is so fast. It's so weird. After a while, been doing 4 crosses. And also this fabric is gridded, so I don't have to grid it myself. I've been working on ungridded fabric for a little while recently. Yes, River, you've got this chart as well, haven't you? When are you going to start? And Alandria is working on, let me find your, Alandria is working on a retired Haid called Follow Your Dreams by Jessica Galbraith. Very nice. There's so many artists I've never heard before. I'm learning so much. And Claudia is joining us as well. Claudia says, hello, happy Monday, everyone. I'm drinking iced tea. I'm stitching in a kitchen today. So I'm filling on sampler, the way I can focus on dinner and not counting. So you're cooking and stitching at the same time. Claudia, do not burn the fabric. That can happen. That absolutely can happen. Hey, Sarah, there you go. Sarah is making good use of my my creation there. Yes, Sarah is the captain of the alien. You know, Sarah, I was thinking about you when I made this icon, made this emoji. So this is dedicating to Sarah's Alien Club. So well done, team aliens. And the member of the Alien Club is growing. Okay, it's quite worrying. We're just surrounded by aliens. I'm really not good at this chat thing because I've got two chat panels hoping that it's gonna help me, but it's probably just confuse me even more. Sarah has been stitching typewriter in columns today, as in like vertical, 10 by like 10 stitches wide. Because typewriter can be applied in so many ways, isn't it? It's not just like a page or anything. You can literally typewriting in any size area. So thank you, Stitching Mummy, for the message. Let me mark as I go. This is fun. I'm enjoying this. And also I've been working on 2 strands for full cross, but it feels different when you're doing 10 stitches with 2 strands. It's so nice. Chantel. Chantel says you need a wheel of doom for color selection. My God, that wheel is going to be very large if you use like all the DMC colors. Chantel, I hope you're well. If anyone needs guidance from the Yogi Fairy, you know, for a spin of the wheel, just let me know. I can let the whale make a guest appearance, okay? Because I'm kind of still working on it, but it's just my bandwidth. I haven't got to that, but it's fully working. If there's any lost souls out there, they just go, well, I don't know what to stitch today. Oh, and you always know you haven't done 10 stitches for a while is that the fact that I can't remember the last time I did a boomerang. Okay, there's a boomerang icon emoji there. Okay, so I'm going to do a boomerang. I hadn't done it for ages. Here we go. Yes, I thought, this method is so good, it deserves an emoji. Steve says, I decided to add my initials, the date, and some extra doodads to my spooky sow piece. Should be done tonight. Well, why don't you add that on your tombstone? There's a tombstone panel that you left behind. You could just put your writings there. So Steve is working on the Halloween piece I'm working on as well. Marsha, hello. Marsha is here in the chat. Big hello from Australia. I've been still stitching John O'Brien, Palais de Fleurs. That's my French for you. I have an elderly dad in hospital, so progress slow. Would love to stitch all day. Oh, Marsha, I'm sending my love to your dad, and all is going to be well. Right, so I run out of my first color here. There are a few more stitches, but it feels like maybe color completion is a bit much. So I'm gonna just do my normal typewriting method. I just stitch until I run out of my thread there. Okay, so for now, this is what I'm going to do. So here we go. Let me come back here and pick my next color here. 3860. 3860. Considering how early I got up today, I'm actually feeling very awake. which is a little bit of a shocker. Because sometimes if I got up probably 6:30 this morning, and when I got up this morning, I was feeling slightly, I don't know, not tired, but slightly groggy. You know, my throat has been playing up for a little bit, and but now I'm feeling quite good because I taught one of my favorite classes on Monday night in yoga, and I just really enjoy teaching in yoga. I enjoy strong classes as well, my Sunday morning ones, but I just love how relaxed everybody looks after the class. Ooh, have I already? Oh no. See, I'm getting confused with the grey border already. Oh, I barely started. So my first stitch is always on the grey line there. But sometimes I just ignore it and start stitching, counting from the white stitches. So I just need to be mindful here. So with this one, I'm going to come down here. I'm warming up, guys. And Wendy is working on the Stitchers book club and drinking Dr. Pepper Zero. Controversial, Wendy. As I said, Dr. Pepper is a flavor my body just doesn't understand. I don't know what it is and why you want to drink it. This is so nice. And I really love, you know, this area here because I wanted to focus in this area because of this red jar. And it just comes out almost like oil painting effect with 10 stitches. It's just, there's something very, it's almost like brush strokes, you know, the slanted shape of the stitches. I just love it. It's perfect. Right, and I am going to move up here. Let's see how that goes. Jacqueline is here. Hello. She says, "Hi everyone. I'm working on Autumn Leaves Heart by Simone Bowman art. Oh, Simone Bowman art. And drinking a glass of red wine before my Thanksgiving meal. Oh, is it mealtime here? Well, not here, but over where you are. That's lovely, very civilized. A glass of wine before meal. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You know, I say UK's got a pretty strong drinking culture here. But I remember when I went to, where was that? Italy. I went to Rome and Milan. And everywhere you go, restaurants and everything, before you even sit down, there is a bottle of red wine. And majority of them, they're in kind of glass bottle, so you don't know what wine they are. And I'm always slightly wary if I don't know what I'm drinking. Oh dear, have I got this correctly? Okay, I need to focus. And but it's almost like mandatory because most restaurants, you know, that you go wherever you are in the world, probably they probably give you some water. So it's kind of equivalent of water, and they just give you a bottle of unknown wine on the table. I don't like to drink anything that I don't know what it is. And Chantel is working on Generation 1 Pokemon and drinking soda. Oh, another Pokemon stitcher, Travis. Let me move over here. One, two, oh, so this color is going everywhere. So I think I'm going to take it over here and make sure that I'm actually on the right spot. 1, 2. And 3. Oh, River, have you completed a Marchetti piece already? Wow. River has completed many pieces. It's very foreign to me. I don't know. I don't know how that works. I'm very good at starting. Chanel K. Oh, I think we've got a new joiner here. Let me highlight our new joiner in the chat there. Oh, I need to get this system working. I'm so confused. Let's have a look. Oh, here we go. Got it. Chanel K, welcome. And Chanel says, hi from South Australia. It's currently 9 a.m. Tuesday. I'm watching while work on my current whip, which is Max Color, it's MC's Max Color Gardener's Paradise. I know that piece. Yes, it's beautiful. And she says, it is my first full coverage and the first counted cross stitch. Really? So the first time, first project, counted cross stitch project, and you go for a max color heaven and earth pattern. Amazing. Start with a bang. Welcome, Chanel K. And Linny Stitches says, hi everyone, I'm working on the hate sow drinks on the beach. Have less than 800 stitches to go. So Linny, let me know, because I know there are quite a few stitchers in this group. They do this sow, the heaven and earth sow. So what happens when you finish this one? Because there are different pieces on there. There's jellyfish, not jellyfish, jelly well, and a few others from the same sow. So once you finish this piece, what happens? Do they give you another piece? I still haven't worked that out. So amazing, 800. I'm sure for Linny, it would take 2 hours, okay? And Rachel Morton is here as well in the chat. Good evening. Working on Birdhouse, North America by Ciro Marchetti. Wow. Birdhouse. I don't know which piece that is. He's got so many different style pieces. He's a little bit like Amy, right? You don't always know. If you look at a piece, you don't automatically know that's from Ciro Marchetti. And Amy Stewart as well. There's some pieces, took me a while to realize is actually Amy's piece. Really versatile. But at least Rachel is doing the sow with me, you know? Claudia says, we realized today that our kitten, Squash, looks very close to the kitten in the old kitchen. I have the quit stitch for that pattern. So next Monday, I'll be working on Marchetti as well. Amazing, Claudia. You are, let me bring on the mock-up. Oh, so you, yes, squash is a little tabby, isn't it? Oh, that's so cute. Yes. Can you, guys, can you see there's a little kitten on the bottom right there? You know, Ebony. You guys know Ebony. She was going to work on this piece. She was going, oh, this piece is so gorgeous, until I subtly mentioned, I shouldn't have just, you know, just kept quiet. But I kind of, you know, drew her attention to the bottom right there, and she gave up on a piece. So if you know Ebony, she is allergic to kitties and anything that's cute, okay? But apparently teddy bear is okay. Teddy bears are safe, but not kitties and doggies, all right? So there's a little kitty there. That is so great. So you can dedicate this piece to your little squash. Lizzie says, I need to dust off my Marchetti. I think I need to assign days to artists. I'm rather random when it comes to my stitching process. I need to be more concise and organized. Well, yes and no, I guess. You know, if it kind of helps you to be less confused, then maybe so. But at the same time, this is not a job, right? You just stitch whatever you fancy. That's what I do anyway. But I'm kind of just naturally drawn to a few pieces at any given time. So I just follow that. So I've got a few pieces. Maybe I'm working a little bit less frequently recently. I'm okay with that, you know. Like the chocolate, the chocolate shop piece. I haven't kind of done anything recently, but you know, I'm sure the time will come that I'll go, I really want to work on that piece. And then, you know, when I do, I'll enjoy it thoroughly. So I don't feel guilty if I don't, you know, work on the piece for a little while. All right. Oh dear. Lost it. This is good fun. I'm going to end it here actually. Jennifer's World of Stitches. Jennifer, I haven't seen you for ages. Hello, hello. I hope you're well. Welcome. Susan, Well of Doom. Oh, Susan. It's all darkness with you, isn't it? Well, I think, you know, Susan's been stitching black 310 for too long, you know. Next time, switch to something nice like pink or something, Susan. It will lighten you up. Now, next one. I'm enjoying this. This is good fun. You know, typewriting in smaller area is kind of quite nice. It doesn't feel too overwhelming because with my sweet shop, I was working across probably about 2-page wide area, and it just gradually became a little bit, you know, overwhelming. But within the box, it feels quite good. 3834, 3834. Oh, I need to take a sip of my tea here. I've got my peppermint tea and a tiny bit of leftover coffee. Yes. And today's class, You know, I had a lady, I'm guessing she may be an Indian lady, I'm not sure. I had seen her once before. She reminded me that she had been to the yin yoga class before. But she was so lovely after the class. And, you know, yoga clearly is coming from India. And so I'm kind of an outsider learning, you know, this form of, I don't know, history, kind of, you know what I mean? Because yoga, you can kind of enter it in different ways. For me, instead of history of yoga, I kind of enter it as a form of exercise originally. And then the kind of mind element started to come in a little bit at a time, you know, as I became more dedicated as a yogi. 3A34, 3A34. And this lady just came to me and literally, you know, her hands were kind of in a prayer, and she just bowed to me. I was so taken aback, and it was so humbling. 3834. Because sometimes, you know, students come in and when a class is done, they kind of just leave. They don't say anything. Majority of them will say thank you, but they don't have to, right? And some of them just leave, and you don't know whether they enjoy the class or not. And this lady just came to me, literally bowed to me. That was so strange, but really, it's really moving. So here we go. This is the third symbol. Laura, do not encourage Susan, okay? World of doom, oh dear. World of hope for lost souls. They need help. And Fairy Yogi is here to help, okay, Laura? So I'm very, very behind in the chat. I might have to skip some of the comments to catch up. Sorry guys, if I haven't said hello, I'll get to you, okay? Oh, Heather. Heather's talking about the Italian restaurants in Italy. Heather says, I visited Italy a few years ago and was surprised how huge the wine glasses were. And also, did you notice they just put a bottle of unknown wine in kind of a glass bottle with no labels on before you even sit down? It's like mandatory. And it's always red wine. They don't give you white wine unless you order it. It's almost like water. They just sit down and start drinking red wine. That's why they're so happy all the time. Yes, indeed. Christiane is here. Christiane. Chrissy. It's Chrissy, right? Chrissy Ann's love for stitching says, hello everyone. I'm watching wrestling with hubby and stitching on my new Christmas project. What a combo. Christmas stitching and wrestling. Why not? Lini says, if you finish the soul, you get all other 11 charts that you could choose and get a free pattern of your choice from the website. I think, Lini, that this is where I get very confused, because you chose, so the soul is basically you choose a piece out of 12 charts, is that correct? And if you finish by the deadline, whenever that is, of a single piece out of 12, you get the remaining 11, correct? And then on top of that, there's a free pattern from the Hate website. So all you have to do is to finish one piece out of 12. You get a remaining 11 plus a free pattern. Am I correct? I think it's going to take another 5 years before I, figure out how that works. Luckily, I'm not joining in the soul, okay? It will probably take me 10 years just to finish the soul when everybody's finished. I'm still here. So, not really for me. Lakika, hello. Lakika says, wait, isn't Ebony stitching a tiger? I know. Apparently, not all cats are equal for Ebony. You see, I think we need to fight for equal right for kitties, big or small. Ebony's okay for big cats, but not small cats. I have no idea how it works. The twisted world of Ebony. I cannot help her. I tried. Kathy is asking, does anyone know if Hate will be doing another soul next year? I have no idea. Do they not do one every year? I would have thought. I'm guessing. I have no idea. When I first started stitching 10 stitches, formation like this would have confused me totally, because I wouldn't know what I'm looking at, because I'll be looking for crosses, full crosses, and these ones just look like little slashes. But now I'm a lot better. Now I can read it a lot better. Here we go. Oh dear. Okay. I think I just did a little. Susan says, I'm full of darkness. I don't think so. I'm not the one going on about mummy kissing Santa. Well, Susan clearly has a great memory, okay? That's what we were talking about yesterday. About mummy kissing Santa and all ramifications of divorce and orphans and serial killers. I know, but that's realistically can happen. That's what true crime is like all the time. It's like mummy kissing someone, like some beardy guy, and before you know it, we have a murder. There you go. So it's not me. It's just the way it is. Let me have a sip of my tea here. So lovely. So I've got these ones. It's quite fast, isn't it? Already. You can see all the stitches there clearly. 1, 2, 3. I think I'm going to end my thread here. Captain Squirrel is in the chat. Yes, Australia is waking up. Good to see you. Right, next color. Here we go. 938. 938. Nice 3 8. What? Why is it somebody's hitting the alarm, raising an alarm bell? Or or maybe someone just practicing. I don't know. I haven't done anything wrong, right? Because the other day, we decided, 6 says last 2 stitches before 938 color were wrong. Last 2 stitches. Oh my goodness. Oh, right. I was wondering why they don't match up very well. 6. See, someone is paying attention. Yes, these two. I did. Let me have a look. Let me check what color that is. It's very similar. Look at that. These two are very similar in color, so you can't tell, okay? 6, close one eye and close the other eye. Let it go. Yes, but luckily, yes, I did these two incorrectly, I think. But, dear, yes, but the colors are very similar because the correct color is literally another purple. So 6, don't tell anybody, okay? Thank you, 6. Oh, I've got permission from 6 to just pretend they never happened. Oh, thank God. It would be very hard to remove. I don't want to say the F word, okay? I know I've got an emoji, but it doesn't mean you should be using it. And I should come up with another emoji that says no frogging, right? It's like Susan. She's determined not to frog at all. So maybe I should have one of those as a statement. I'm thinking whether I should take it down here. Oh, go on then. It's okay. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. Thanks, 6. Yes, Susan, it's actually working really well because it doesn't matter where I am on the chat. I can see that coming up. So guys, we worked out the system because there are quite a few times in the past, either my microphone died, okay, or I stitched something incorrectly. But because normally I'm kind of quite behind in the chat because I'm reading really slowly. And I can't see the warning signs. So we worked out that, you know, the heart icon on the bottom right of your chat panel, when you open it up, there's actually a funny face kind of icon there. Instead of heart, it's the 1, 2, 3, the fourth one. The one just the one that's above the 100. And if you hit that one and keep kind of hitting it, oh no, there's something is wrong. So that's our alarm system, okay, for yogi, to help me kind of, you know, not to get myself in trouble too much. If you want to warn me about something, just hit that icon. I'll know about it. So don't do it for fun, okay? I'll be panicking. One, two, three. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Lizzie says, when you said you didn't want to use the F word, I thought of an entirely different 4-letter word. Yes, I have never used that particularly F word in my life. Of course you haven't, Lizzie. You're a classy lady. You know, unlike Yogi would, you know, would say anything. No, it's that F word, you know. In some way, it's probably even worse. Oh, the dreaded F word. So far, so good. Ish. Who knows? Right, there's just one stitch over here. I'm gonna do it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no, hang on. Yes, my top row, I need to remember. My top row is grey as well. I'm struggling. 2, 3, 4. That's all right. I think that's correct. One, two, three, four, five. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh no, Captain Squirrel! No, I'm not frogging, not frogging. Please don't scare me. And Captain Squirrel, look down to the emoji for members. I've got new ones for the group. All right, you can use those carefully, mindfully. My goodness, Janelle. Oh no. There are new emojis for members. The pink one, there's a pink frog as well. It looks a little bit less scary, right? The pink ones. The pink one looks like maybe the pink one can be the frog fairy, anti-frog fairy, right? Counteracting the green one. The frog face emoji. No, not cute at all. Are you kidding, squirrel? That's a scary face. That frog face is scary. Susan says, Yogi, we created a bigger frog. No, I just created a frog that actually has a body to it rather than just a head. A head is just scary. So my frog is actually a little bit more friendly. And I've got a pink one as well. So the pink one could be just, you know, just there to kind of guardian, the frog guardian. Let me see. Why does it look slightly tangled? What is happening here? All right. That stitch looks a little bit iffy, but it's okay. It will all be fine. The next one. Okay, 3371. 3371. 3371. I need a sip of my tea here. I don't know why my throat has been playing up quite a lot recently. Next one. And what I love about typewriting method is the fact that you kind of stitching in order. So the top border will be fully stitched, which is quite nice. Two. Let's have a look. I'm just thinking whether I should take it to the next area because it's a little bit far away. But, oh, go on then. That's okay. This area is unstitched, so I just don't want to have too much build-up of threads underneath because this is CXC and 2 strands as well. If you keep crossing over, bring your thread too far away, too frequently, you're going to end up with a lot of threads underneath, and it's gonna make stitching a little bit more difficult later on. Laura says, my daughter gave me a stuffed pink frog, so when I need a frog, I can yell at him. A stuffed pink frog, just like the one we've got there. A pink frog, yogi frog. A yogi frog is the friendly frog. Yogi frog is the kind of frog that goes, well, if you want a frog, go ahead, but you don't have to. You can fudge it, that kind of frog. $6.99. Yeah, thank you for the cookie. Oh, for today's champion, for today's winner, how kind. 6 is so considerate. Yes, the winner for the Guess My Stitches later on, who will be the winner today. And I will get 6 cookies. Have a great time, 6. Kathy says, I have recently started using typewriter method on Max Color project. It makes it much easier to stitch. Yes, I think the typewriter method is kind of nice because, particularly when you're starting a new project, it makes sure that the top border is kind of stitched properly, and also it kind of takes away that decision making that you have to do a lot of times. But I do find that, if I do the method for too long, for instance, I think this is a good idea that it's not too wide, they're only 6 blocks. But if I do a page width, then I start to get a little bit impatient. Because I think my instinct is trying to go diagonally down. So it starts to build up images underneath. Whereas if you do this method, it's a little bit more random. You know, it's like you're following the top border, but whatever happens underneath is less kind of predictable. So sometimes I get impatient and start to go rogue. So I have a variation of typewriter is called deranged typewriter, which River seems to enjoy as well. So you can start breaking rules, and you know, so sometimes I type for a kind of a distance, and then I decided to come down to the second row and type writing from there, and then occasionally I'll start to extend the width a little bit more. So that's kind of deranged method. Still works. I don't think it breaks things. It just, you know, as long as you stitch, probably doesn't matter. Lizzie says, possessed typewriter that types out a warning. I know. Because I just want to change methods all the time. And each time I change to a new method, it feels like a new, you know, journey, a new chapter. So it keeps everything fresh. I'm going to end it here. I'm kind of hoping the Ciro Marchetti he's going to do more pieces like this one, because, you know, I know he's doing a lot of tarot cards, sort of fantasy theme ones, you know, slightly mysterious type of patterns. But I really love these ones, kind of just a solid, you know, I don't know, kind of a room or something like that. They're so beautiful. Let's go for the next color then. So the next one would be right, 814. 814. So this one really, I only have 2 stitches on top, on the first row, and then the remaining one is like down here. So I have to make a decision on whether I take it down that far. It's slightly out of my comfort zone, but and this one. It's quite satisfying to build the kind of top border and do it properly. Lizzie says, I've got Ciro Marchetti called Atrium. There are peacocks and a cat in that one. It's gorgeous. I know I think Ciro Marchetti must be a animal lover because the sleep time piece is just full of animals sleeping. I do love that piece. Oh, River, it's got 1868 stitches. And yes, and River is done for today. And we'll be back tomorrow, of course. Keep stitching. Well done, River. Ooh, do I want to take it down here? I really don't know. It just feels like I'm crossing over so many stitches here. I don't know. Okay then, go for it. Be a little bit adventurous. Okay. Oh, Lizzie, did he say he's a dog person, as in Ciro Marchetti? I don't know, he must be loving cats as well. There's a cat in every single piece that I've got from him. There you go. I'm slightly more relaxed about not taking my thread over stitch area. I kind of increased that distance a little bit more recently. Alien. Who's the alien this time? Oh, Sarah says, be brave, Yogi. I know, I know. I'm trying. Here we go. Might be able to do 3 more stitches here. Nine River. Here we go. That felt nice. Next one. Oh my goodness. This one literally just 1 stitch. Just 1. And wow. 1 single stitch. That's it. 939. Doesn't happen that often with this pattern. 939. It's not very confetti, at least at this point. 939. Right then. Ninja. Yes. Is that the definition of ninja? Single stitch. One stitch wonder. Because I thought ninja was stitches like this one, you know, that you kind of have a whole bunch of stitches there, and then there's one buried somewhere in the middle, just laughing at you. Bad ninja. Yeah, literally just one stitch. One stitch. It's nowhere else within this box. Nice 3-9. Nice 3-9. It is very pretty. The next one. Three, 8, 5, 8. 3, 8, 5, 8. 3, 8, 5, 8. Here we go. I've got one already threaded. And I think Grace has got a question here. Grace says, any saga experts, they can help me out with a slight problem. I'm trying to turn on diagonal in a grid button, but the diagonal is going on. Oh, you mean it doesn't show up? It was working earlier, might have turned something off. Do you mean that when you turn it on, it doesn't come on? So I can quickly show you. So Grace, are you on iOS or Android? I can quickly bring on. So if you're talking about a glitch, that's different. But if you're talking about whether, like how to turn it on, or oh, it's not going on. Interesting. So the diagonal line is under, not ruler, the stitches, isn't it? Hang on. Let me bring this on. It's here, isn't it? And if you tap on the diagonal, you can change directions. So Grace, are you saying this is what you've done, but the lines are not coming on? If you tap again, I think it just moves one stitch. So it's based on preference. And you tap again, it's the other way. And so it's working fine on mine. Have you restarted the app? Maybe it's a glitch. If this is what you've done, but the lines are not showing, then perhaps restart the app and see if it fixes it. It should come on. And check the colors as well, whether you have changed the colors to white or something. I don't know, something black. That shouldn't happen, no. Yeah, it's working fine with my. So if you're on iOS, you're using the same version as me. So maybe restart the iPad or restart the app. See if it comes back. Move it to the left a little bit. Oh yes, that's good, Grace. Yes, if it's playing up, just restart the app or restart the iPad. Normally it fixes things. Yes. Right. This. Sarah, night night. How many stitches have you done today? Captain Alien. And have a lovely rest of the day. There you go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Sova, what are you referring to? Because there's only 1.5 million today. Exactly. Yes, it's just a normal day for Sarah, isn't it? Right, where shall I take it then? Shall I take it down here? Oh, I'm being adventurous. Very adventurous tonight. This is totally out of my comfort zone. All right, I'm trying new things. And Lizzie says, I have a project where I have gone wrong in one area and cannot, for the life of me, figure out how I got wrong. I've gone wrong. I don't know what to do, as I do not know where to frog to. Why wouldn't you know? So is it just got to the point that you don't even know how to fix it? But then how do you know it's wrong if you don't know where is wrong. Or maybe just so wrong that it's beyond repair. Oh dear. Kristen says, "Welcome to the dark side, Yogi." No, I'm not on the dark side. I'm always on the you know, the sunny side of the street. You know, unlike Susan. Susan's like world of doom, you know, all that. No, for me it's world of hope. World of light. Kimberly says, "I've learned today that when I go out of my comfort zone, it's disastrous." Kimberly, don't say that. Part on my piece, and I can't wait to use all the part threads. Oh, I see. So Kimberly is a non-parker, are you? And you try to park. I regret every moment. I tried, it's not for me. Yeah, but you try. That's a positive thing, Kimberly. The worst thing, there's only one thing worse than what's happening now is if you didn't try, and you never know. So well done for trying. At least you know that you don't like it. Yeah, I get it. Parking is not for everyone. And even, you know, I like parking from time to time, but there are times that I don't want to park at all. There are days or projects that just doesn't want me to park. Or sometimes I park for a little while and I want to clear up all the threads. And by the time I clear up all the threads, I want to park again. It's just like a cycle. And, oh, it's all got tangled. It's got snagged there somewhere. Hello? No, it's not disaster. It's a lesson, right? Look on the bright side. Don't be like Susan, you know? This one is weird. I don't know how to fix this. Oh dear. I've got a mini disaster of my own happening here. I don't know why it's so tangled up. Hello? I don't know how to fix it. I'm gonna just cut it off. Hope for the best. Let me have a look. What is happening here? It does do that. Not just for CXC, I think DMC does it as well. Because I was going to say maybe it's just the texture of CXC. That's okay. When I come back here, I'll just stitch over it and anchor it down. It'll be fine. All good. All good. Oh, so Lizzie is not a Parker either. Wow. I like the how do I put it? I kind of enjoy the chaos or the appearance of chaos, but I know everything is in order because all you do is you park in the next location and that's it. And I like the management of the thread. You know, not every day. Some days I don't enjoy, I don't want to park. But the days I want to park, it feels very therapeutic. Playing with the part threads, organizing the part threads, you know. But it's not random, you know. You park in a location that makes sense. 3803. 3803. Oh, Kimberly has mastered my reverse stitch method. Very good, Kimberly. Kimberly's been paying attention, you know. My the sort of reverse stitching method that I pioneered. Yes. Very good, Kimberly. There. Hello, Needlebug. Needlebug says, that happened to me. I could not find the vertical line omitted. Oh, are you referring to Lizzie's issue? Lizzie's having a crisis. But I don't think I can help. Maybe Needlebug can. So Lizzie, you're in luck. Needlebug is here. Let me finish what Needlebug is saying here. Needlebug says, I could not find the vertical line I omitted. I ended up needing to add a vertical line, so I picked a line that had at least the least confetti, and whenever I got to, I just stitched it. Yeah, well, probably because I didn't quite understand the problem, but I'm glad Needlebug actually does. So hopefully that makes sense to you, Lizzie. Now over there. One, two, 1, 2. I'm taking my threads really far today. And one more. So I hope this one works. I hadn't done boomerang for a little while, so it's getting a little bit. I need to practice and warm up again. Not the prettiest ending, but you know. Right, next one. I really enjoy this. Here we go. Ooh. Oh, very nice. Just look at this color. It spreads all the way there. So that means that the first row will be finished a lot quicker than I expected. Right, 3722. 3722. It's interesting. It doesn't look like such a large area, but when you're stitching it, just going from this point to that point just feels like you're going to another country. In my mind, it feels very far away. Kristen says, next time you feel adventurous, you can make an area or 12 boxes wide. Oh, I think Kristen is trying to get me in trouble. Susan, can you see what Kristen is doing? Is she working with you? Have you partnered up to get me in trouble? You know, 12 boxes. You know, the previous one, let me count. The previous one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 cross and 4 vertical. It felt forever. This box probably took me about 5 live streams to get here. Pretty much. I think 4 or 5 for sure. 12 is going to take me a month. Like probably, you know, I don't know. 6 months to finish. Okay, I'm exaggerating it, but you know what it's like. No, 12 boxes. I'm trying to think. It's like half a page probably, or maybe more. Oh, Kristen's trying to get me in trouble. I know what you're doing there, okay? Brianne K says, you mark the stitch under the 2 brown stitches, but you don't stitch it, Yogi. Which ones? It's like now, just happened now. Which ones? Have I marked something that I didn't stitch? Oh, I don't want to do that. I want to be accurate. Oh, hang on. I know what's happening here. I forgot to bring on this block here, this highlight, because I turned it off to help, who was that earlier on? It was Grace, yes. So I turned it off and I forgot to turn it on. Oh dear. So, which ones? I think it's too late, because unless if you point it out on the spot, otherwise I just have no idea where I am anymore. Right, so let's come down here. Oh dear. Oh, but there's one stitch here. It's marked but not stitched. Is this one Is this one you're referring to? Can I just fudge it with this color? Is this, it should be different color. Or I'm going to do that anyway. It's all right. It's all right. No one will notice, okay? No one will. Not me. I think I missed that one. Oh, Kristen, I know what you mean. Do you mean having the box extended to cover the entire area? I thought about that actually, very briefly, like half a second brief. I thought about that, but then I thought, well, then ultimately I'll have to go back and do these stitches. I think the whole point that I'm starting a new area is that I'm not really in the mood to go into the little, you know, stitches here and there. But I know what you mean, okay? I get it. Hey, Andrea. Andrea says, finally able to be here on a live stream, at least for a bit. Welcome, Andrea. Well done. Two, okay, 2 stitches here. Brienne says, the 2 stitches, they're on the far right to your tablet screen. Okay. It's the maroon stitch. Let's force from the right. Which one? Okay. Let me have a look. So I've got these 2. Are you talking about the edge within the box, right? The 2 stitches on the far right of the tablet. I can't see. Are we talking about the top row here? As far as block goes. 2, 1. Well, it looks correct so far. It's probably too late for to fix it. I'll probably notice it when I get there. If there are 2 stitches unstitched and it's being marked on the app, I'll probably notice it when I get there. Hopefully. Oh, yes, the eagle eye of the chat. Dear, oh dear. Kristen says, column 49, row 10. How do I know which one is which? 49, okay. Oh my goodness, 49, okay, this is 40. 49 here. Row 10, oh, at the bottom. Oh, I got it. Oh my God, Kristen, you must have some sort of a Neuralink implant. Yes, I found it. You mean this one? But there's only 1 stitch. Where's the second stitch? Is it just one? Yes, it's this one you're talking about, isn't it? Kristen. My goodness. Yes. I found this one. Okay, I'm gonna unmark it. How's that? So let me just do this and let me remember I'm on this that one, right? But where's the second one? Did you say there were two? Okay, back here. Fixed. Fixed, Kristen. Yeah? Are we good? Are we good now? So there are two over here. So the extra one I marked was here, right? Thumbs up, Kristen? Brienne. Okay, so it's just one stitch. So I fixed it. Phew, thank you. Oh, man. Thank you, everyone. I don't know how you guys do it. I have no clue. Well, at least I know you're paying attention, you know? That's good to know. It makes me nervous, but at least you're paying attention. Oh, hang on. Gotta focus. So 1, 2 here. And then there's 1. And then 2. Here we go. Hello, Miring. Welcome. Laura. Laura knows it's time to stop when her back start hurting. Oh, Laura, I think you need to find a different system, you know, to to know where your boundaries are. The back is not supposed to be hurting, Laura. Yes. Well done, Laura, and have a good night, okay? And thank you for the buffet. Do you want to leave a number? So just in case you win again, Laura is on the roll. You can leave a number. I'll take note. The back is hurting, so good night. Yes, that's Laura's system to notify her body to stop. Very cunning. Right. Well, how should we do this? Why don't I? 1, 2, 3. And tonight's, you know, today's guess my stitches, it will be kind of tricky, but at the same time, it might be easier than usual because even though I'm not stitching block by block, but all the stitches are happening within this area, right? So maybe in some way is you know, you can gauge how many stitches a little bit easier rather than areas like this one. You have no clue which ones are are new stitches and which ones are from the previous session. I think. Who knows? Okay, Laura's number is 2A4. Okay. 2A4. It's from Laura. Okay then. Mirren, have you been trying to sleep and couldn't sleep and found your way here? It's like Alandria was like that last night as well. And you can just listen to us in bed. It will help you to sleep, I'm sure. Nice and relaxed. Let me take a sip of my tea here. Quite tempted to have a piece of chocolate, actually. Because when I came in tonight, I had what did I have? I had some veggies. I'm feeling a little bit peckish, so why don't we today? Chocolate of my choice is Happy Hippie, orange and geranium, dark chocolate. So again, it's from Montezuma's. No affiliation. They don't pay me to say this. I like their chocolate. So this one's got orange flavor. It's quite nice actually. Normally I have the plain ones, all the buttons. Very nice. Orange and chocolate. They work together. Andrea is still like that. Part 2. Yes, today is the sequel of yesterday. Did it work last night? Did you manage to have some sleep, peaceful sleep last night after the stream? Right, next one. Sorry, I'm talking with food in my mouth as usual. Yeah, well, the first row is almost there. Not bad, not bad. Right, and 2 stitches over here. 3830. Mirren says it's 8:15 a.m. Oh, so you woke up early and now you're going back to bed. So 8:15 a.m. here. Now I didn't sleep well last night. I have a house inspection this morning, so I can't go back to bed now. Oh dear. Yeah, you can always catch up with a, like a power nap later on. I do that from time to time. Sometimes if I feel slightly, exhausted between classes, I'll literally just crawl up somewhere in a studio or somewhere and just have a power nap for like half an hour or 20 minutes. I always feel a lot better. Hang on. Why does it look different here? Here. It's here, isn't it? That's correct. All right. And with house inspection, I presume if you're selling the house, everything has to be really, really tidy as well. It's probably quite stressful. Not great with cleaning the house. Or I'm gonna end it. Even though there are a few stitches down here, I'm just feeling like maybe I don't want to travel so far. Three 8 3 0. Kimberly says power naps are amazing. I find it amazing actually, because I used to feel kind of slightly I feel like a wimp, taking naps. But now I have a totally different idea. I think if you start sleeping too long during the day, it's going to affect your bedtime, probably your proper sleep at night. But if you just have like half an hour, an hour, it's actually quite nice if the body is calling for it. Sometimes you just need that power nap. So this one is only got one stitch, and then the next one is over there. It's manageable. 815. And I actually heard from a sleeping expert as well. I can't remember who it was. The person actually says if your body is falling asleep, doesn't matter what time it is during the day. Just go to sleep if you can. Well, not when you're driving. That wouldn't be a good idea. But I think the message is not to feel like you have to, you can't sort of have a little nap during the day and feel guilty about it. I used to feel like that. Not anymore. And normally if I have a power nap for like half an hour or an hour, if I'm lucky, I still, it doesn't really affect my sleep at night. Not really. One stitch there, and then another one is down there, really far away. Right. Shall I take it down here? 1, 2, 3, 4. Shall I? Go on then. It's really far away. Claudia says my trick is to have just a little caffeine and then 20-minute nap. I find that I wake up just as the caffeine hits. Really? It takes 20 minutes for the caffeine to hit. Oh, that's interesting. So you actually have some coffee and then go to bed for 20 minutes. That's very interesting. I need to try that. I didn't know that coffee actually took that long to hit. So when if I do go for a power nap, I just make sure my phone volume is really high with the alarm. Just make sure that I actually wake up after 20 minutes or half an hour. One stitch away here. But I think it would be nice to have the reverse of power nap, because it's a lot easier to go to sleep, isn't it? When you're sleepy, you go to sleep. But the question is, what would be the best method if you need to sleep but you can't sleep, like Alandria? And some of us, particularly if you have the change of the routine a little bit, that happens. For instance, if you normally get up at 7, in the morning, and so you have a kind of fixed routine, and then you go on holiday for 2 weeks, and then try to come back and resume the normal sort of pattern of sleeping, and it's just not working sometimes. That normally happens around, that time. Oh dear, I have a horrible feeling that I have perhaps, oh no, I'm fine. For a moment I thought I have done something. 1, 2, no, I'm good. Claudia says, I don't know if it takes 20 minutes for everyone, so it's not my fault if you're trying to sleep and end up wired. Well, I mean, 20 minutes, normally if you take sort of power nap is when you're feeling tired, isn't it? And for me, if I'm feeling sleepy and tired, there's no amount of coffee is going to keep me awake. I'll just go to sleep in no time. All right. So I'm just checking my clock here as we're talking about time. So it's about 1:30 a.m. in the UK. And I'm still awake. Alandria is still awake. Susan, just checking. Are you awake? need to check on Susan. Not Susie, Susan. And so I'm going to make the next color my last one. Okay, and it's pretty nice because the final color I'm going to go for, it's got 3 stitches on the top row, so it pretty much fills up the first row for me, bar 1. So very nice ending here. Let's have a look here. Lizzie says, I'm awake. But Lizzie, remind me, where are you in the world? So if it's broad daylight, you should be awake, okay? But If you're in Europe, yeah, well done. 3857, 3857. I'm doing really well because I got up really early today. How about 6? 3857. And I didn't have any nap whatsoever today. 357. Captain Squirrel says, if I can't sleep, I listen to ASMR historian here on YouTube. The guy's voice puts me straight to sleep, and also his history. History puts me to sleep right away. Yeah, sometimes just listen to some sort of podcast. As long as you like the person's voice, it doesn't matter what they're saying, really. It's kind of just a sound, and just wash over you. That's why quite a lot of our viewers watch the stream as they fall asleep. It's just someone talking softly, hopefully. Most of the time, unless I'm frogging, then otherwise I'm, if I'm frogging, I'm probably a little bit more excited. Or using my power tool, like yesterday. Otherwise, I speak softly. Right, I am going to take my thread down here and do a few more here. So guys, this is my last color, okay? So you can kind of have a look at this area and gauge how many stitches I may have done today. I have no idea actually. Oh, Turtle Stitcher. Yogi is still stitching. Yes, I am, Turtle. Heather, I am stitching. It's true. This is not a replay. This is live. Okay, Heather, I know it's hard to believe. Turtle, squirrel. Yes, ASMR, yes. I think that's there's a whole genre of kind of sound and stuff that people enjoy listening to go to sleep. Silver Stitches says, I did a total of 16 stitches. Oh, that's not bad. 16 stitches. So Heather's just got off work. Wow. Yes, indeed. It's a Monday, isn't it? Right, guys, I'm going to do 4 more stitches down here, okay? And, of course, we're going to play this game that we play every day, and that is Guess My Stitches. So anyone in the chat or watching that's new to the channel, it's for you to guess how many stitches I've done today. Okay, from the beginning of the stream. And to be honest, your guess will be just as good as mine. If I play the game myself every day, I probably never win, because every day is a surprise for me. Sometimes I'm surprised at how many stitches I've done, and sometimes I'm surprised at how few I've done. I have no clue. I just do my stitches, you know, and leave the hard work to you. Okay, so I'll give you some time to come up with a number as I'm bringing up our state-of-the-art Guess My Stitches machine, all right? And I'm going to give you a very brief recap here. So this piece is by Ciro Marchetti, and it's called the Olde Kitchen, and it's a mini version here. And let me zoom out a little bit here. So it's absolutely gorgeous. The color scheme is so rich, and I'm doing it with 10 stitches and 2/1 with CXC. So the coverage is beautiful. And so today I'm focusing on this new area. The previous few sessions, I've been working on quite a large area here, 7x4 or something like that, and close to completion. But today I'm just not in the mood to do these little, you know, loose stitches everywhere, hidden everywhere in this block. So I started a new one, and this is my progress today. It's actually not bad. Today we're doing a bit shorter session because it's 1:30 a.m. in the UK. So it's just over 2 hours, so not too bad. So it's time for you to come up with your submission here, okay? And the winner, amazing. The winner will have a chance to enjoy the buffet with me. It's like having tea with the queen and and the queen of slow stitching, right? And also you're going to earn the respect of everyone here, and it's tremendous. So let me bring on my app here. My app does not lie, all right? And if you think otherwise, shame on you. Let me turn this off, okay? And let me just zoom out a little bit to give you some idea, just in case you weren't here in the beginning of the session. So this is my completion area here. The shape is slightly odd, but I have my good reasons, okay? And so here, guys, let's have a look. Let's look at the numbers today. So earlier on, before Laura left, she left us with 2A4. Okay, so someone please take note. 2A4. And Susan 225. Kimberly 310. And Betty Lou Taylor 275. Captain Squirrel 167. And Lizzie 180. Turtle Stitcher Heather 408. Well, you can definitely tell that Heather has just joined us. She's clueless. Have we met? Yes, we have. And Claudia 253, Rachel Morton 239, and Brianne 155, Kristen S 192, Adria and 321, Linny 202, and Grace Halston 200. Jersey Girl 220, Alandria 214, and Steve 245. Guys, are you ready for the reveal, the grand reveal of the total number of the stitches I've done today? Are you ready, guys? 3, 2, and 1. There you go. Oh, 295. Actually slightly higher than I thought. 295 is nearly 300, isn't it? So who's the winner today? Let me look at the Laura's numbers. Oh, Laura 284 is actually not that far off. Anyone closer? 295. Let me have a look. 295. Who's the closest? 295. My God, is it Laura again? So someone is 310. 310 is pretty close as well. And Laura's number is 284. Which one's closer? Kimberly. Kimberly, 310. All right then, so that's Kimberly. I think Kimberly's the closest one. So 310 right here. Let me highlight it as an evidence. Okay, and Laura as well. I think Laura is pretty close as well. So we have two winners. Why not, Steve? Yeah. So hot chili is for both Kimberly and Laura. Beautiful. And bring on the buffet, everyone. And Laura is not here to enjoy her buffet, but she left us some food earlier on. She always bring her own food. What a sweet lady. And Kimberly, enjoy this glory. Share this victory with me, okay? I win every night. It's by default. But you won today. It's special, right? And so, let's have a look. Yes, cuisine from all over the world. We have salad, we have sushi, pizza, and everything from Kimberly. Kimberly's bringing her own food as well. And Captain Squirrel, as healthy as usual. And Heather is bringing us some cake, some dessert, and Susan as well. The fast food, sort of, collection there. Beautiful. Yes, Kimberly and Laura, absolutely, Grace. And it's worth celebrating because it's not easy to win, right? It's a wild guess. So it's totally random. And we like randomness. So guys, on this beautiful Monday, thank you for joining me. And Linny's bringing us some more food. Some broccoli, raw broccoli. Lovely. And thank you for joining me for this session today on Monday night. And Yogi's going to sign out. Is close to 2 o'clock. And me and Susan and everyone in Europe, we're retiring to our queen size bed or king size bed. And we will meet again tomorrow. Tomorrow is Stitch Whatever You Want Day. And so bring a project along and join me here. And at our slightly earlier time. So it's not early or late, this is just Mondays and Fridays. And this is kind of our normal times now. So, see you tomorrow, and night, have a sweet dream, and everyone enjoy the buffet, and meet me here tomorrow. Night. Good night.